Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the final award ceremony for Desert Brutality 2019. Thank you all very much for your attendance. And congratulations on finishing. Before we get started, I have a few words from the match founders, Ian and Carl.
I want to thank everyone for coming out for this and the camaraderie that I saw here today and all of the people supporting one another through what are really challenging, difficult stages, whether they're mental, physical, or otherwise. And I think we're seeing something with Two Gun and Desert Brutality, which is really awesome, which is people coming together of all sorts of diversity within the shooting community and supporting one another and getting better skills and being better people in general through a sporting environment. So I want to thank you for doing that. And while this does look like an NVA costume, I want to say that we have a fantastic prize table out there that's going to be distributed in a very communist way, even though it's produced by capitalism. It is by random selection only. We randomize everyone on the list, and everyone here is going to get a chance at that table regardless of where you placed, because this is about shooting well and supporting one another, not about trying to get that thing on the table, even though there's lots of cool stuff from our sponsors. So please support them. Thank you.
I just want to point out, first off, we have scientifically proven that this is the best match, and we have the best shooters as well and the best stages. I do just want to call out one of our shooters in particular for exemplifying what we think of as Two Gun, and that is James, who dislocated his shoulder, went to the hospital, got it fixed, came back, and finished the match. So, congratulations. Well done. All right, and if I say more, it will just delay the prizes.
Thanks, guys. So, for those who don't know me, my name is Brian Nelson. I was your range master at this event. So, there are quite a few... Yeah. I guess I did okay then.
One more song!
Is it Freebird?
Sure, yeah.
No, so I was essentially, as far as the staff members, I am in charge of the range officers and everything, which brings out, there are a lot of people you'll hear thanked tonight. I believe that most important among those, after the shooters who make it all possible, would be the range officers and staff who were out there as volunteers, keeping everybody safe and keeping everything fair and equitable. So, if you are a staff member, range officer, help put the match on, please come forward to be recognized, and thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a portion of the many staff members of Desert Brutality 2019. Quite a few of them helped yesterday and had either religious or work obligations today, and others still were had to take off early for other things that helped today that aren't here. But a big round of applause once again for all of the staff members and Suki at Desert Brutality 2019. Now, the next person I'd like to have speak is the sponsor for the staff match. Many of these folks didn't even get to compete in the event, but they like running shooters so much, they like making events like this so much, they just came out to help and didn't get to participate. So KE Arms actually donated certificates for all of those shooters who, or all of those ROs rather, who were not able to compete and therefore were not eligible for the prizes. Now, Russell Fagan, Sinistral Rifleman from KE Arms, sponsor for the staff match and of the New Shooters Clinic. So he's going to say a few words and has special awards.
I really can't emphasize how much work goes into these events leading up to them and during them. And if you are staff at a match, you truly don't get to enjoy the match the same way as the regular competitors showing up, and you'll rarely perform at the same level as the other competitors. So we appreciate that these people came out, and some of them didn't even get to shoot. They just volunteered their time to make it happen, so we want to make sure they were taken care of accordingly for helping us all out and get through a safe, fun event. We also have several certificates for the bottom 6 shooters who finished the match but did not DQ. So if we could read those off.
I have a chance.
Right. So we have Mike H.
Yeah!
We hope that some better equipment in the future will help you with increasing your performance at the match.
You can buy skill, and KE Arms sells it.
Is it homeopathic though? Range organic. Oh, it's organic. I work in healthcare. Helmets.
Next up is Jordan Flair. We can fix that for you. Alexander Victorio.
I'm so bad. I want some.
Sean McGuire. Kevin Bone. Kevin Bone went home, so I will email him directly about receiving his certificate. And then we have Hunter Grafe. This is proof, Foxman, that dreams can come true. All right, with that concluded, I'll hand it back over to Brian.
Thanks, Russell.
I appreciate it.
So the next group that we have to thank would be our sponsors, KE Arms being the staff match, a new shooter clinic sponsor and instructor. I'm not going to say anything inaccurate or lie to you by saying that sponsors make these events happen. The shooters make it happen. However, at this event, being a sponsor means that you believe in the exact same things that Carl, Ian, everybody here, myself, all believe in. So when you look at purchases to make, people who support you, people who share your beliefs, I highly recommend you look to those sponsors. The first sponsor that I'll mention is not our paperweight sponsor, it is our Discord sponsor, and that's Wise-Lite Arms. Then we have 2 contributing sponsors who simply contributed items to the prize table, once again because they believe in the same things that you do. One of those contributing sponsors is Overwatch Precision. If you're looking for Glock accessories, triggers, Overwatch is a very, very good option that also believes the same things you do. Then the other contributing sponsor is the Tactical Performance Center, which is a training school that actually operates out of here. I am one of the instructors for Tactical Performance Center. We have a certificate for a 2-day handgun or carbine course. If you remember a mad Bulgarian yelling at you in the shoot house to prep the trigger, he's another one of our instructors. If he helped you, then you can come spend more time with him. If he didn't help you, then I'm sorry. But that is Tactical Performance Center. We appreciate all of you guys coming out and competing. Competition is something we believe in very heavily. Then we have our stage sponsors. These are the folks you saw banners up. Stage sponsor for Stage 1 was Optics Planet. So Optics Planet is a big supporter of InRange, of the shooting sports in general. Very, very good place to buy optics and all sorts of other shooting accessories. Then Stage 2, you also likely got yelled at by him, and you got to shoot his targets. That would be MOA Targets. Mini Mo. Hey, what?
Stop missing!
Stop missing.
I won a prize!
Your stage sponsor for stage 3, if you got one of the really cool Desert Brutality patches, they were made by Tactical Gear Junkies. I've used them personally for other matches that I've helped run. They do a very, very good job, and once again, they believe the same things you do. So a big round of applause for Tactical Gear Junkies stage 3 sponsor. And then the sponsor for stage 4 in that shoot house, a big component in the What Would Stoner Do project build, that'd be Faxon Firearms, very, very good barrels and other things for your guns, and they are a big believer in two-gun. So big round of applause for Faxon Firearms. And then stage 5, Xtech Tactical. If you're not familiar, they make a very, very good, reliable, steel-reinforced polymer AK magazine. So if you're a 7.62-39 AK shooter, if your mags don't work, they're probably not from Xtech, and you should probably change that, either through random draw on this prize table, or maybe just get some, pay like every other person. So big thanks to Xtech Tactical.
Email us all.
And stage 6 sponsor was P3DT Targets. They're three-dimensional targeting systems and some steel that you'll see on the table in there. Thanks again to P3DT Targets for their support of Desert Brutality. And our stage sponsor for stage 7, AR500 Armor. So if you didn't shoot armored this year, there's a very good chance that you could hate yourself enough to do that for next year. And our final stage sponsor for stage 8, if you didn't use one of their stocks, you're probably wrong. That would be VLTOR. So, with that, completing our stage sponsors, we move into the awards and our division sponsors. So, the division sponsors, we like to give them the opportunity to speak and present their award. The first division we're going to recognize will be our smallest division. That'd be the Armor division, and that is sponsored by Esstac. So if we have someone from Esstac to come up and speak, please.
Where's Ryan? Can you go up there with some grip pants? Esstac? Come on. Yeah! Nice steady pass! Take off the tabs! I need to buy your kiwi pouches.
I really have nothing to say besides stage 8 sucked. And all of you guys have to stop dropping mags on every single stage. You should check your mag pouches.
Who should we go to?
I don't know, there's some sponsor here, I've never heard of them before.
Embrace
But
the sock!
what?
Embrace the sock!
Exactly.
He did, and so did his pants.
Yes. I might have a hole here because
All right, so we have the top 3.
We have top 3. Stay up here. We're going to have you present your award. Unless you want to have someone better looking do it, but... So... I'm just glad you put the little coin purse pouch on. So, third place in the Armor division, Mr. Brandon Stalker. Coming up, receive your certificate, and if you wouldn't mind going forward to the podium to be recognized as third place. Second place in the Armor division and one of your ROs from stage 7, Brady Argyle. And your winner, division champion in the Armor division, Joe Riley.
Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, your division champions for the Armor division.
Don't cover your sponsor.
Fast to shoot, slow to take pictures. Our next division with 22 competitors was the Classic division. Our division sponsor for Classic was Brownells. Now there's not anyone here from Brownells to speak, but we do have someone who's used a lot of Brownells retro products, and that's Ian.
So yeah, Brownells wasn't able to send anyone out here today, so I've been nominated to speak on their behalf. It's not just retro stuff that they sell. Before they even started doing that stuff, they were a supplier of all manner of firearms parts, firearms tools, you name it, and they have been, especially in the last year, they have been a huge sponsor and huge supporter of a whole bunch of cool stuff, not just matches like this. So if you are looking for tools, equipment, gear, cases, even some of the really kind of boring stuff, screwdrivers, check out Brownells. They have a huge line of all sorts of stuff. And their retro rifles actually just work out of the box.
I was going to say, they actually work. What?
I used one myself today and yesterday flawlessly. Someone else did out here too. We saw it. There he is. So
with that, I'd like to say congratulations to our third place in Classic, Mr. Ian McCollum. Great success.
Did he?
And second place in the Classic division, Carl Casarda.
BC wins. You got me again. We win again.
And your champion in the Classic division, Russell Fagan. Now, one thing I'd also like to mention about Russell. Russell shot Classic earlier in the staff match, which means he technically shot 8 stages in a singular day. So we did all 8 of these in a day. However, part of shooting the earliest schedule is we get to prove things out and figure out whether they work or not, and we have to modify the course, which means he has to refire it. Which means he technically shot 10 stages in a day. So that's some pretty hard stuff. So.
The Casarda drill stage was harder than it is now until he parred out on it.
He did the hardest 2 stages twice. He had to do stage 4 twice, once when it was way harder, believe it or not, and then the Casarda drill twice. So, congratulations, gentlemen. Great shooting.
Hey, listen, all you new shooters, honestly, the biggest jump in my personal performance over the past 2 years was after I took the TPC multi-gun mastery course. So I cannot recommend that highly enough. Brian and his crew are excellent instructors, and we're glad that they're out here supporting the event that we're all running.
Thank you, Russell. Now, our next division to recognize is the ARMORED+P division. So if you thought that the Armored guys were silly, the ARMORED+P guys were even sillier. They had to wear a helmet.
Oh, and all of their shooting gear and all of their ammo.
And all their shooting gear and all their ammo for the entirety of the event. So our division sponsor for ARMORED+P was Lee Armory. So if we could have Lee Armory please come up, we recognize and have a sec to speak about Lee Armory. We heard a lot of machine gun fire. That was probably them.
Hey, it went perfectly. Woo.
Well, my name's Cassie Harris, and I'm the president and owner of Lee Armory. We brought a pretty cool AK today. I'm going to let Josh, who is the co-owner, vice president, senior builder, XYZ, explain to you guys about it.
So first, I'm Josh. I'm the other owner of Lee Armory. I'd like to thank you guys for letting us sponsor this event. A lot of you got to come by, shoot our machine guns over there. That was a lot of fun. We appreciate everybody coming out. This is a great event, put on by great guys, and it was cool seeing everybody compete. One of you lucky guys is going to get one of our military classics in there off the table. So we'll see who gets that. But,
All right. I'm pretty sure I got to shoot one of those military classic rifles on full auto. It was pretty nice. So, in third place in the ARMORED+P division, Russell Fagan. Second place in the ARMORED+P division, Mr. Neil Vermillion. And your winner in the Armored+P division, John Stoner. Who likes AKs despite his last name. Ladies and gentlemen, your champions in the Armored+P division. Our next division is the Go Fast division, and that's sport, sponsored by We Plead II. So, Brian Welch from We Plead II is going to come up and say a few words about We Plead II. So, Brian, you around?
There you go.
Yeah.
Really good camo. It's decent.
Hey guys, I'm Brian, owner of We Plead II. We do a lot of firearm customizations. We're certified Cerakote applicators. We have a really fun laser engraver, do a bunch of Kydex holsters, fun things like that. We have $2,500 worth of gift certificates on the table, and they can be redeemed for any custom service we offer. So look forward to it.
Right on. So, in sport division, third place, Robert Solomon.
Where's your chocolate milk?
That one right here.
In second place, another fellow who can show you a thing or two about shooting and medicine, Mr. Glenn Stilson. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong division. I'm completely looking at the wrong division. My bad. Spoiler alert, though. Second place in sport, and one of your ROs from stage 3, Marcel Engelmeyer.
Cover those legs.
Yeah! Those are some calves, man.
That's true, I need one.
And your winner in the sport division, TJ Maisachi.
Getting up here with that boat. Armor. Oh, yeah.
Who also actually shot in sport division wearing armor just because he didn't feel safe.
What are you trying to say?
Ladies and gentlemen, the top 3 in sport division. Moving on to our final division to recognize, and that is Scout Division. And our division sponsor for Scout Division was Independence Training, which is a fellow I mentioned earlier, Mr. Glenn Stilson. If he could come up.
All right, guys, so we're based out of Arizona. We've been in business a little over 10 years. We do practical application training, a lot of firearms, a lot of medical stuff. It's all very cool, high-speed stuff. However, the most important thing I want to focus on for you guys is remember, no matter how you did, whether you did really well or you didn't do as well as you wanted to, you still kick the shit out of everybody who didn't show up. So, don't let anybody talk down to you guys about how you did or didn't do. And make sure that you take the lessons that you learned from this. You videoed yourself, which you should be doing. Make sure you take the lessons and you improve. Don't go back and like boo-boo face about it, but go back and actually look at your videos and go, man, I could improve on that skill, I can improve on that skill, and then make a plan to actually improve on that skill, and then go improve on that skill, and then come back next year and just do better, right? So thank you guys for coming out and being a part of this event. Events like this are just a ton of fun. So hope you guys learned something. Yeah, do not increase your speed, damn Instagrammers, all right?
So with that, in third place in Scout Division, Mr. Phil Nazares. In second place in the Scout Division, Mr. Slen Gilson.
That's the one.
Glenn Stilson. And your winner in the Scout Division, Mr. Jordan Henderson.
his muzzle brake because he got mud in it. Yes! His muzzle brake is gone.
Now, we like to recognize the overall winners as well. So, equipment be damned, who was actually first, second, and third. So we do overall awards. But before we have the overall awards, a few words from our title match sponsor, Varusteleka, who traveled dozens of miles to come here.
Thank you, everyone, for a great match. It was a pleasure to be here, and it was pretty cool to see that everybody really pushed the envelope on their stages. So, really good job. And of course, thanks for the arrows. You kept us safe and did a good job. So, I really feel like this event was a success, and I really like that we have been part from a very beginning, and it's only for a start for this brutality concept. So thank you. Yeah, and if you happen to be in Finland during the August, I challenge you to take part on Finnish brutality on that time. So follow our Facebook and InRange's channel. More info coming soon.
Everybody here already did finish brutality. They finished desert brutality.
That was just like a joke.
Third place overall, Mr. Joel Riley. Second place overall, Mr. John Stoner. And your overall champion beat everybody sitting here, Mr. Jordan Henderson. Ladies and gentlemen, the top three, Desert Brutality 2019. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's it. Thanks for
that's
coming.
it. Thanks for coming.